saw the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima at the end of World War II. And the total devastation, the weapons that are now available and have been for some time are really much more deadly and more comprehensive in their destruction.
Once everybody realized what this bomb could do, other countries that had the technical capability to get in on it, which at the beginning was very, very difficult, and they wanted in on it. And then the military pushed for bigger and bigger bombs.
The existence of nuclear capability, nuclear weapons capability, alters the perspective on war almost entirely. It becomes much more difficult to imagine direct conflict between countries which have nuclear weaponry.
Europe eventually became divided between the West and the Soviet Union's Eastern Bloc. Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin determined that Moscow needed to match American firepower. The nuclear arms race was born.
Hey Brooklyn, it's me, the Queen of Cats, the feline fashionista, your favorite cat week host in the whole wide world, Sarah Priebus, and I'm here to tell you that No Suffer Brooklyn starts right meow. Imagine our world as a giant litter box. I know, not a pretty picture, but don't worry, because No Suffer Brooklyn is a truckload of fresh scented litter sweeping away all of your shelter distress and anxiety. A movement to enrich the lives of all of our borough shelter animals by making modern technology available to all of the paw pals in our community.
We want other people to copy from us so that everywhere you could go, you could find peace.
These people, if they had so much love in their hearts that they could form a cooperative based on peace between three warring religions in the world, then they were going to not be able to turn that love off.
Sit down and listen to us. Pizza Omela is singing for you.
The story of Willowbrook and of Letchworth Village is a story of degradation. A real-life horror story of lack of attention, of filth, and of children living as animals live in uncivilized, inhuman existence. But our intention is not just to horrify, but also to demonstrate that it doesn't have to be that way.
Fundamentally, at issue is the question of whether it remains important for the U.S. to play a leadership role in the world.
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate.
America had to lead a global movement to win the Cold War. that was essential. I don't know that America necessarily needs to lead a movement anymore.
I mean, if you want to fight wars around the world, then raise taxes. We're going to bankrupt the next generation, and that's going to happen if we don't change the foreign policy of this country. We can't take care of everybody.
There is no hope for the world if America does not play that leadership role. America has played that leadership role for the last 75 years. It's not an accident that the world has not had a world war in 75 years. It was the result of a conscious and deliberative effort on the part of some great people and some great statesmen.
Despite the upheavals of the past few years, those who have had the opportunity to represent their country on the world stage contend that the U.S. retains the capacity to engage, to influence, and to inspire.
When I represented the U.S. and sat behind the placard that said United States, the room was full of people from all around the world. And when the representative from the United States speaks, the room goes quiet. Everyone listens.
There was no higher honor or privilege that I had as when I was representing the United States throughout my career. First of all, you're representing not just the sitting president, which you are, but you're also representing the people of the United States, our culture, our history, our values.
We're only about 8,000 career diplomats. We go to a place, we live in it, we smell it, we touch it, we feel it, we raise our families overseas, all in the service of creating stable and enduring relationships.
At a moment of global retrenchment, the debate over the future of the State Department takes on added significance. The question is not just how America will interact with other countries, but what kind of force it can be in the global community of nations.